Previously on Gears.
It does his double D. Sorry, we're late today.
No problem, okay? Today on my Disi's Double Ds, I'm featuring a proudly South African professional boxer who is ranked 75th in the world. It's Kevin Lerena. Kevin has won all 6 pro fights, 5 fights by knockout in his pro career, and recently qualified as a Sweat 1000 instructor. He played rugby for the Lions in 2011, but decided that boxing and fitness was what he wanted to do and has achieved very highly since making the decision. Hi, Kevin. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, Kevin, great. So where's your surname from?
Argentina. My dad's from Argentina.
There we go. Very nice.
I cannot speak Spanish.
It's no problem.
Okay, what sparked your interest in boxing and made you move from rugby to boxing?
You know what? I always boxed. Before school, I used to go with my brother to the boxing gym. He is very good. He can still fight. I'm still scared of him. Yeah, but I used to go with him to the boxing gym and learn a lot from him and the people who trained him at that time. And yeah, I loved it. The bug bit me. I was hooked, and literally before school, every morning, I was boxing and learning and learning. And then when I came out of school, going to such a good school like Cares, you know, it's a rugby school and you play rugby at Cares. And I played first team. I was fortunate enough and I enjoyed it, and then came out of school, played rugby for Lions under 19 Currie Cup. But my passion was boxing. The minute I turned pro, as I came out of school, literally it's happened so quick, and I've got to where I am now, and I'm very blessed.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Okay, you were explaining it to us earlier, but I just want everyone else to hear. You are in the cruiserweight division. What weight is included in this division?
Okay, so to sum it up, that's the weight division between light heavyweight and heavyweight. Usually cruiserweights are guys who are caught between light heavy and heavy, who are too small for heavyweights. Because if you look at the modern day heavyweights, the Klitschko's, the Lennox Lewis's, they're 113 kilos, 6'5" guys. I'm 6'1", I weigh 100, I walk around 100. So for me to cut down to 91 kilos and fight, it's difficult. It can be a daunting task, but it's a lot better for me, and you know, I'm a lot stronger at that weight division, and I feel I can dominate at that weight division too.
You train at the Smith's boxing gym, right?
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit more about it? Where is it, and where can people... Is it open to the public, or is it only for professional boxers?
No, it's open to the public. My trainer and manager is Sean Smith, which we fall under Team Smith. His brothers Peter Smith and George Smith. They're very well known in the boxing world. Their father, Quincy Smith, was a very well-known South African fighter who fought Victor Galindez for a world title. So it's a family steeped in tradition and full of boxing. So yeah, people who want to train just for fun can go head down to Cedar Square. Their gym's at Cedar Square. They got a very big clientele there. They do very well. Yeah, but they're the best trainers in the country. So like I said, I'm blessed.
Now, in terms of the boxing, I mean, how are we sitting in South Africa? As Disi mentioned, you're 75th in the world in terms of a ranking. Do we have a very competitive cruiserweight division?
In South Africa, in my opinion, we got the best cruiserweight in the world.
Okay.
He's my teammate. His name's Tabiso Mchunu. He's phenomenal. He's just got into the top 10. He's only had 12 fights. The cruiserweight division is in the world. It's not the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
But who's in the heavyweight division now? It's been dominated by the Klitschko brothers, and they're good at what they do. You got to respect at what they do. They're very professional. But the cruiserweight division is a division that, you know, it's not a heavyweight division, but it's a good stepping stone. If you look at all cruiserweights who went up to heavyweight, Evander Holyfield, Michael Moore, you know, all the big fighters all came from light heavyweight to cruiserweight, then on to heavyweight. So I believe it's a good stepping stone. If you can clean up the cruiserweight division, then go take on the big boys. Give it a crack.
Are you planning to fight the guy who's currently got the cruiserweight title in South Africa?
The title's actually vacant. It went vacant today. There's been talks. I looked on BoxRec and SA Boxing Buzz, people saying I can fight for it, Daniel Brevet can fight for it. Look, my teammate had it, Tabiso Mchunu, who I spoke about. He's now the current ABU WBC champion. He's fighting Eddie Chambers in America, so the title is vacant. So I leave that to my managers. We don't know.
To sort them out. In terms of management, I mean, how many fights do you usually get through during your year?
I had a very busy year last year. I had 5 fights.
Okay.
It's what I like. I like to keep busy. You know, there's nothing better than fighting and getting that ring exposure, ring craft.
Yeah.
You know, you can
Experience.
spar. Exactly. You can spar 100 rounds in a training camp. You can fight 6 rounds. It's very different. So I enjoy keeping active. This year I've only had one fight. I fought in February. Took a bit of a break, but I'm hungry and I want to be back. So hopefully July, August, I'll be back.
How does a fight come about? Is there a process that you have to go through? Do you have to contact the opposition? How does it all work?
Well, my last fight, I fought a guy from Paraguay. You got promoters, and promoters look at records. So my record's all over BoxRec. It's world rankings, you know. So if there's a promoter, for example, in Germany, and he's got a guy there and he's looking to build his guy's career, he'll say, okay, well, bring your boy over. We'll pay him this, that. My managers handle that, and I just have to train and rock up and fight. So it's management that sorts all that out, and promoters.
Surely you want to go, I mean, you know, yes, you want to become a South African champion, I would assume first. But then from there, where's the next step for you, Kevin?
Look, I mean, no disrespect to South African boxing, but we don't even have a lot of cruiserweights in this country. I think there's 9 of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 heavyweights and there's about 79 welterweights. South Africa features a lot of the lighter fighters. So to win a South African welterweight title is a good achievement. To win a South African cruiserweight title, it's not hard work, you know. So I'd like to build my record up, hopefully get to 12-0, 13-0, and fight for an IBO world title, an IBO youth cruiserweight world title.
Okay.
So those are world-known titles, you know. That's better for me, my opinion. Now I'm just looking at it from a marketing point of view.
Okay, this is probably a very silly question, but okay, we obviously aren't boxers. What is it like when you knock someone out? Don't you feel bad or feel sorry for the person when they're like
such a great question.
Lying on the floor in front of you?
It's not a silly question at all. I get asked that often. Your main interest, you know, or myself, I always pray before fight to make sure I'm not injured and my opponent's never injured, no matter what the outcome is. It's not nice watching it from the sidelines. Being a fighter and watching another fighter get knocked out, I go, why do I do this sport? For what? And then when you're in the ring and you get your victory, it's so sweet. It's so nice.
I think I would bend over and start trying to help the person.
Of course, you go up to them, you make sure they're okay, but 9 out of 10 times they're fine and the doctors are there. So it's very safe, you know. It's an unfortunate thing. It can happen to anyone in a split second in that weight division.
Yeah, very, very much so. I mean, and I think, you know, most of the time boxers, you know, outside of the ring, you know, I wouldn't say the best friends, but at least you all understand the craft that you're doing.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, we sit together at press conferences, we'll talk, exchange numbers, sometimes text. I mean, but when you're facing in the center of the ring and the ref calls you to the center, it's something takes over. I don't know what it is, the warrior instinct. I don't know.
What's it like to get punched hard in the face?
I can say I've been hit harder in sparring. I've had some hard sparring, but when adrenaline's pumping, you don't really feel it. The next morning, your neck's stiff and wow, my head was like this after my last fight. But yeah, it's adrenaline takes over. But you know when you've been hit with a good shot, a lot of things go through your mind. Like
wow, parts of your brain.
Like you register after you get hit, you'll go, okay, a good shot. So.
But I mean, do you have like an Achilles heel in your face? You know, some people they cut badly, or
I bruise easily.
Okay, you bruise easily.
I bruise very easily, so I shouldn't be saying this.
Yeah,
three or four stiff jabs on the chin or on the eye. My eye will start blue.
Okay, so
I'll start getting mousies under the eyes. My head swells up. But yeah, I haven't cut badly, just every year. But thank God.
Because I couldn't think of anything more exciting than getting into, you know, on a Saturday night, getting into a ring and then coming out with my face deformed. I couldn't think of. I think it must be so much fun.
Sasha, I went and watched Chris van Heerden
when he my teammate.
Oh my goodness.
I
sat there, I was like so worried, and these guys before him were getting him just like smashed. I felt, but then when he started fighting, because you know someone, it's so much better to watch. But he got hit quite badly on top of the eye, and apparently that's very dangerous.
Very dangerous because the blood could have flown into his eye.
So get hit like
he
there.
He got cut just above the. I think he had
the
10
eyelid.
stitches inside and 12 outside the eye.
God, that's disgusting.
But what I know is that look at that fight. Matthew Hatton was barely battered and bruised, but Chris beat him pillar to post. So a lot of people cut and bruise a lot easier than others. Doesn't mean you're losing the fight. Chris is a very world-class fighter. That's what I'm saying. Boxing's on the rise in South Africa. You know, boxing's alive, and people got to realize that.
It's very exciting. Okay, you're also a fitness freak, you said, and now you're an instructor at Sweat 1000. How did this come about?
You know what? The reason why I wanted to become instructor is because I love the brand. I mean, Sweat 1000 stands for Specialized Weight Endurance Aerobic Training. That's like, for any sportsman, it's ideal. And you got to love the brand. I mean, I believe in what they do. I believe in the concept and the way they've brought it from America to South Africa. It's phenomenal, and it's really taken over.
What do you actually do at a Sweat 1000 class?
Look, the most special thing about Sweat 1000 is that you're never going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Maybe 3 months down the line you'll have the same class, but the classes are continuously changing, the intervals. So you can spend 10 minutes on a tread, 10 minutes on the floor. The next day you're doing 5-5. The next day you're doing 15-15.
Okay.
So it's always changing. The equipment's always changing. The style of trainers is always changing. I operate in Norwood mainly, Sweatwood it's called, on Twitter at Sweatwood. We've got a good team there. So yeah, Sweat 1000 is on the up, and I believe in it. And like I said, yeah, if you want to get down to Sweat 1000 Norwood, book. We've got a very good team there. There's good trainers. It's myself, Ashley, Jason. It's phenomenal. For anyone who enjoys gym and is tired of gym, and come to Sweat 1000, it is life-changing.
And if you want muscles like that, Sash.
Like you.
Yeah.
Power.
Power, but power.
Okay, if
That's
you could
terrific.
fight anyone in the world at any stage, who would it be?
Right now?
Yeah.
Past fighters or current fighters?
Whoever.
Whoever.
In my weight division.
Yeah. Who's the best fighter you've ever looked up to?
Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to say Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Of his
for
era,
sure.
he was an explosive heavyweight. He was ferocious. There was no... Look, Muhammad Ali was great, but Mike Tyson was a freak. And then of today, Floyd Mayweather's the best. He's a welterweight though. But he's managed himself so well. He's not a good fighter. He's a great businessman and a great fighter. I mean, who's getting $80 million a year as a sportsman?
Yeah.
That's when you know you've done very well.
Jeez.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's done a good job, and I look up to guys like that because he also started somewhere.
Okay, my last question. I don't know if Sasha has more. I go to like the gym to almost release like stress or irritation or whatever. You obviously constantly working out and exercising. What do you do in your free time? What do you do for fun or to chill?
I love spending time with my family, friends, hanging out with my trainers, managers. You know, that for me is very important. I enjoy spending time with my girlfriend. I'm in love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, it's really
Brownie points.
just staying away from the nightlife. You know, I enjoy a few of my friends own clubs, so I'll go to a club now and then. It's the VIP room in Sandton. It's quite a nice club. Just go have a look and spend time with friends. You know, when you're with friends, there's nothing better for me having a bride home than going out.
Yeah.
So, quality time with friends, family, girlfriend, sisters, brothers.
Okay,
That for me is
awesome.
That's excellent.
Last question, sorry. Is there any
Yes.
fight you can tell us about in the future? Anything set up or?
Yes, no. Yeah, there is. I'm looking to fight again in July. I feel that I'm in shape. I like 8 weeks training camp for me. I'm happy. Sorted out some management problems that I was having, but I'm happy now. I'm back where I belong, Team Smith, and yeah. So to all promoters listening in, I'm willing to fight anybody in South Africa, around the world, anyone. I'll fight. I just want to fight, and I love fighting. So from July onwards, I'm available, and definitely this year I'll be looking to have 3 or 4 more fights to take my record to 10-0.
Awesome. Thank
Terrific.
you so much.
Well, we wish you all of the best, Kevin. Thanks very much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and let us know when your next fight is confirmed, and we'll definitely send Disi along to go and enjoy it.
Will do. Thank you.
Terrific. Wishing you all of the best.
Thanks.
Lovely stuff.
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.
Beautiful.
Gears with Sasha Martinengo on bulls.co.za.